Imagine stepping into a space that feels so compelling, a design that takes your breath away, such as the National Library in Sarajevo, also known as Vijećnica. Its neo-Moorish design makes it an iconic symbol of the city's history, blending stunning aesthetics with cultural significance. Now consider a building that, in practical, seems okay. What makes a building functional? Its appearance or its functionality? Think of a grand, intricately designed staircase that takes your breath away, versus a sleek, minimalistic elevator tucked away in a corner. Both serve a purpose, yet they evoke entirely different feelings. We are in the Chamber Theater, a space with its own history. If you find this theater beautiful, but somewhat impractical, raise your hand. No one? Yes, someone? Okay. Now, if you find this theater practical, but somewhat lacks aesthetic appeal, raise your hand. Oh. Now, what if you think maybe it doesn't have to be one or the other? Historically, the mantra form follows function has guided architectural design, emphasizing utility, practicality, and efficiency. This idea was famously put into place by the Bauhaus movement in the early 20th century. Architects believed that buildings should be simple and efficient, serving its own purpose with every detail. This led to the creation of practical designs that focused on function rather than aesthetics. Nowadays, aesthetics often seem to overshadow practicality. Take, for example, many modern skyscrapers with those beautiful glass facades. Though they may look aesthetically appealing, they are often poorly insulated, leading to massive energy inefficiencies, high costs in heating and cooling, and a lot of other comebacks. We live in a time where visual appeal often comes first, sometimes sacrificing what I consider to be long-term value, like sustainability, durability, and functionality. In my personal opinion, today, everyone seems to feel like a design expert after browsing a few images online and clicking save on a few Pinterest boards. It requires a deep understanding of principles that go beyond the surface, principles that consider both form and function. For example, an educated architect, when designing a building, needs to go into detail on the orientation of the building in regards to sunlight, the materials being used, and the user's experience when walking into a building. These considerations are often overlooked by those who may only see the surface beauty. A common joke I hear is, why would I need a degree when I can just use Pinterest? This is a huge problem in the architecture industry. It highlights a much bigger deal. It shows that people don't necessarily see the deep complexities that come behind designing a space. Let me give you a real-life example of something like this. The Vdara Hotel in Las Vegas. If you don't know what it looks like, it's basically a very large glass curved facade. Now, because of this curved facade, the sunlight hits into the building and it started burning people's hair, people's skin. It made the pool of the hotel extremely high temperature and was not functional. Its design principle was to reflect the beauty of the Las Vegas Strip, but that means nothing when it ends up burning people's hair off. The building's reflective contemporary world focuses, so this is what I mean when design focuses on form without considering essential aspects of function and quality. Take this very theater, for example, the Chamber Theater. Built in 1955, its core design has remained largely unchanged, and yet it has stood the test of time. While some modern updates, like external carpentry, have been made, the essence of its structure, both functional and visually appealing, remains intact. Compare this to some contemporary buildings that look great on the outside, but they fail to stand to the decades of use. There's a reason why they say they don't make them like they used to, and that sentence still stands true. So when even looking at this Chamber Theater, sure, it may not be perfect, but the beauty and functionality don't necessarily have to cancel each other out. The best designs often include both. Let's imagine a scenario where you're walking home, it's 4 a.m., and you've had a little too much to drink. You're wobbling up those beautiful circular design stairs, and I bet at that time you're wishing you had an elevator. Next time you're designing your own space, or even rearranging a room, don't think of it as a choice between beauty and function. Instead, think about how you can combine the two. Ask yourself, does this design enhance the space that I live in? Does it inspire me while still serving its purpose? By doing this, you'll be creating environments that not only look good, but feel good to live in.